Mr. Masanori Nakano, Ambassador of Japan to Jamaica, Senator, the Honorable Roy Reid, Minister of Education, Youth and Information, Ms. Maxine Headlam, Regional Director in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, Mr. Ian Bell, Mr. Barrington Litchmore, Chairman, Epworth Primary, Reverend Zuriel Williams, Chairman, Zion Hill Primary, Mrs. Simone Green Johnson, Principal, Zion Hill Primary, Mr. Kirk Spencer, Epworth Primary, officials from the National Education Trust and the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Now 2 weeks ago, when we signed the grants for Middleton and Highgate, it was in the afternoon and I said konnichiwa. And when we were leaving, the children in the car were like, konnichiwa, konnichiwa, konnichiwa. So they learned one Japanese word that day. And that is the kind of partnership that we want in education, where we transfer culture, language, and a big part for me is food. This morning I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming you here to witness the official signing for the grants for Zion Hill and Epworth Primary Schools. These two schools I have worked with, and they are some of the most responsive in terms of getting things done. In particular, and with no bias, Zion Hill Primary took the effort to actually prepare a development plan for their school, which they submitted to the minister. And it was based on that we went, did our investigation. We took the team from the Embassy of Japan down to take, and as a result, we're here today. What it says is that schools have a plan, because you never know where that plan will take you. This marks another milestone in the partnership between the National Education Trust and the Government of Japan through its embassy in Jamaica. And this partnership stems from a mutual understanding of the significance of investments in human capital and a shared objective of meeting critical primary education needs in our schools. Based upon the vast needs that exist, it is the mandate of NET to expand the investments in education. And therefore, this partnership with the Embassy of Japan is fundamental to what we do and what we hope to do in the development of education. Through the Grassroots Human Security Project, the Government of Japan has assisted several schools across the island to vastly improve school facilities. Today, Zion Hill Primary in Manchester will receive a grant of $82,782 and Epworth Primary in St. Anne, and by the way, I'm very biased to St. Anne because, that's my parish, will receive a grant of US $82,715. The grants will be used to construct 2 classrooms at Epworth, and at Zion Hill, the grant will be used to carry out extensive safety, security, and sanitation works at the school, and also to retrofit a room for ICT resource room. The project aims to transform the schools into safe, secure, conducive teaching and learning spaces for our children. And here we're giving our children an opportunity to unleash their full potential as future leaders of our beloved country. We're gracious and humbled that the ambassador and his team, and last time I didn't say officially welcome to Mr. Moto and Mr. Yamaga. Alright, I'm not going to bother that part. But welcome to the new team, because I think this is the 3rd team that I'm working with so far, and it's always a pleasure, and they're very hands-on with everything. And I get several emails a day from Mr. Moto on something. So it's really a pleasure working with them, because you can see where they have the best interest of our schools at heart, and they really want to see the school transformed into an environment that the children will feel safe. And at the heart of it, when they go and they do these site visits, they're looking to see where needs are. So if the need is just a little paint job, you won't get through with that grant. It has to be a need that is really critical. So we are committed to building on this partnership, and we want to ensure that the grassroots human security project is a success. So we're committed to strengthening the Japan-Jamaica relationship, and the NET team is ready to get the project started and completed within time, on budget, and to the highest standards. To the staff and students of the school, we hope you recognize that this is a tremendous gift, and we need you to take care of the plant as if it is your own home, because that is where you spend the vast majority of your days. And it's an investment in you, in your community, in this country. So we want to ensure that we at NET work with you to complete the project to your satisfaction and to the satisfaction of the benefactor. Ambassador Nakano, domo arigatou gozaimashita. On behalf of the Board of Directors and Management of NET, I want to again express appreciation for the gift, and I invite others to come and partner as we transform our schools and the lives of our children. Yo kuso.
Moderator Mr. Davis, Ambassador of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Nakano, and other members of the Japanese delegation, Minister of Education, Youth and Information, Senator, the Honorable Royal Reid, and other members of the ministry, Director of National Education Trust, Ms. Harris, and other members of the trust, Board Chairman, other distinguished and specially invited guests. Good morning to you all. Good morning. Providing good quality education is essential in this modern and technological age. It is equally important that we not only provide the opportunities, but create equity in the process of this provision. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what is happening here this morning. For us at Zion Hill, today marks a significant and joyous moment in our lives. We are truly appreciative and grateful for the assistance from the government of Japan to establish for us a suitable playing field and an ICT room for our 170 students enrolled. Through this charitable gesture, lives will be enhanced and enriched, not only at the school, but surrounding communities will also benefit. On behalf of the school's Board of Management, staff, students, and parents, it is a pleasure to express a big thank you to all the integral stakeholders who made this venture possible. We're deeply gratified by this kind gesture. One love, peace, and thanks to all.
Moderator, Ambassador of Japan, Mr. Nakano, the Honorable Senator Royal Reid, distinguished guests. On behalf of the Epworth Primary School family, I would like to offer our sincerest gratitude to the Japanese government for their offer on this day. We are extremely honored that we were considered, and even more so, that we were selected for this project. Everyone wanted to be present for this memorable occasion, the signing ceremony, but sadly, not all could be here. Those present will bring back words to the community, to those who will be reminded that the giving that is worth giving, the giving that will continue to give, is that which will help to elevate a child from ignorance to understanding. It is the gift of education. The additional classrooms to be built will serve the students by providing much needed space, which will positively impact student and teacher outcome. It will also benefit the community as a whole because our partnership and our commitment, to the development of holistic global citizens. the Japanese government, to our Education Minister, the Honorable Will Reid, to Ms. Damoto, Ms. Taniwe, Ms. Henry, our education officers, Ms. DaCosta, and everyone who worked to make this possible, would like to say thanks. For we know that for us to prepare the children for today to become the bright, hard-working problem solvers of tomorrow, we need to act as a community. For we create not individuals, but individuals who are global citizens and part of an ever-shrinking world. So we would like to say thank you on behalf of the Epworth School family. We really appreciate this.
It is a pleasure to welcome you all for the grant contract signing ceremonies between our Embassy of Japan and the Zion Hill Primary from Manchester, as well as Epworth Primary School, St. Anne. This morning, we'll sign two grant contracts for two projects being implemented under the Grant Assistance for Grassroots Human Security Project of the Government of Japan. The first one already Ms. Latoya-san explained. The first one is the project to undertake wide-scale rehabilitation works at Zion Hill, for which the amount of 82,782 US dollars, approximately 10 million Jamaican dollars, will be provided. The second one is a project for the construction of two classrooms, and Epworth will be provided with a fund of 82,715 US dollars, approximately 10 million Jamaican dollars. I'm extremely happy to learn that a modest contribution will help Zion Hill Primary in Bombay, Manchester, towards fixing its play field, setting up a computer room, paving the school driveway, and setting up a drainage system. At Epworth Primary, two classrooms will be built to meet the needs of the school, which at present is short of a spacious learning environment. So this is the first collaboration between the Embassy of Japan and these two institutions of learning. And it is my greatest hope that these new projects will primarily serve the needs of all teachers and students who will benefit from an improved school environment with better resources and infrastructure, as well as additional classrooms. Now, on ongoing basis, the Government of Japan's Grant Assistance for Human Security continues to support small-scale grassroots projects, especially in the area of education. In fact, since the beginning of this March, we have had grant contract signing ceremonies for Highgate Primary and Junior High, Middleton Primary, Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning. So we are going to continue this kind of project together with the Minister Reid and Education Ministry. Since I arrived in Kingston almost 2 years ago, April 2015, as Ambassador of Japan to your beloved country, I purposefully put a focus on providing funding assistance to Jamaica's education sector. Why? Because it is my strong belief that education is the key to develop a nation and people, and of course leads a society with less antisocial behavior. And also education forms a core part of the human security that the Government of Japan places priority in implementing its official development assistance. So some of you might not have heard the words of human security. The human security is defined as to safeguard all human lives in ways that enhance human freedom and human fulfillment, and call for a strategy of protection and empowerment, in other words, education, to secure people's life and dignity. So believing in the limitless capacity or ability of each individual, this concept, this idea is to allow the people, each and everyone, to develop his or her abilities, God-given talent, to the maximum extent possible. This is the human security. So I do believe that law, like all the bright young students present here today, Jamaica has the great potential for advancing its further economic and social development as a progress nation. And I also believe that there are many passionate Jamaican educators who are earnestly trying to nurture the talent, skills, knowledge, abilities of their students. So this is why we are working with the teachers and staff at your respective schools, as well as personnel from the Ministry of Education, to provide your schools with improved resources to strengthen your educational and learning environment. So there is a very famous saying that education is a passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. So with all this in mind, we sincerely hope to continue to cooperate with people and the government of Jamaica to meet its development targets for the betterment of your beloved nation.